Welcome back to Factorio. This is a mess. We need to fix this. We've got multiple lanes of all the different things coming in, being split off, coming back together, going off in different directions. It's a mess. No other way to say things about this. What we need to do is figure out what is going where, why it's going there, and get rid of a lot of this to make it work better. Currently, we have copper coming from the new side, which is fantastic. Linking up with copper coming from here, at least a little bit, on a fast transport belt coming down to here, where it gets split off in a bunch of different directions, and comes back through here, goes back through here, eventually comes down through here, where it's on express belts. I think a lot of what we can do here, just make this all better, is start by just making things express belts further. Currently up to here, it's fast coming from there, that's fine. Go express here. At least get it down this way at appropriate speed. And then some splitters here, which are probably going to end up not being needed. That's a thought that counts. So, this is the copper from above line. I guess this is also the copper from above line. Both of these only work some of the time because of the amount of ore that's being mined and shipped in, which is also itself a huge problem. So I think another thing we could do to try to make this work slightly better is get these hooked together earlier on here. That's going to look like, at least for right now, I'm going to hook this into here. This should be great. Let's see if we can't. I mean, this is all, yeah, this is gone now. This is coming in here on a fast belt. And it gets to a express belt. And then further in here, it should all be express belt. That should be fine. So from here, that's going to get as much copper, well, at least some copper coming through here, supplemented by the other line here. Mixing with this. It's helping a little bit. Yeah, because this is now completely empty. So from here, where is it all going? It's going this way. Let me just have it split. If we just have it split off earlier, just go this way instead. That would also be just fine. Then we can cut off this connection here. I think that'd be a reasonable plan. Just go from here. And then that. Let's go this way, right down there. Does it need the express belt? Possibly not. It's gonna be express belt though. One more here. And now, that is that. Get rid of the whole line back this way, which is no longer needed. And that solves the first side passage there. Okay. So copper could be coming from here, but isn't. It is coming from here. Sounds good. If we hook these together up closer up, that would also look better. Currently we have a space here. They're gonna have another copper line coming on it. I think that'd probably look better here. Have it be 2 lanes of express, though. And the other one's going to need to be slightly further. Just a second here, so it gets past all this mess. It can at least be just straight up 2 copper lanes coming in through here. Even though it's probably only going to end up being basically 1 copper lane. Also, with how little bit comes through here, we could probably just get away with only 1 copper lane. That would simplify things a little bit. Let's get rid of all this. Okay, so here's the plan here. We got some other lanes coming down through here, which also we need to work on in a bit. We make all those out of the way. Then we can connect these together. And then that'll give us as much as it can before it gets to here. Let's get rid of this. Usually half empty anyways. Copper lane here. So now we got most of a copper lane going this way. Some of it's going this way still. That's mostly getting backed up here. This is all just going back in here to make batteries. It's making quite a few batteries too. That's okay. But that's got enough. So this copper lane is working just how we need it to, which is great. And the rest of it, which is not going over there to get made into batteries, is coming down this lane, where it then goes here, and 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 also here, loops around here, and goes into right here. So, what I'm seeing here is all of this copper here is just getting split off from here, making a giant mess, and ending up over here. So none of this needs to be how this is working. We'll worry about what it turns into later down the line in a bit. Oh, there's a research done. It's good to see. What else do we want? More fire damage from the flamethrower turrets. We're just getting the cheapest ones done. There's only 1,000. That'll be good. What we need now is this lane bypassing all of this and ending up over here. We'll just go right down this line here. That gets that job done. Get rid of this rock in the way. Although once we get down here, we're gonna need this, perhaps. And then here. So copper, 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 and good. Beautiful. Now we can get rid of all of this. Previously this mattered slightly more. We had 2 consistent, full, fast belts of copper coming in. But now that is no longer the case. So this is all no longer needed. At all. At all. These copper lanes are trying, but they can't get there because they're not connected to anything anymore. Just picking up a bit of copper here too. We'll just sort that out in a bit. Do all this. All that. this is excess. It does look a lot nicer without 15 ways to get to the same location. This can go here. Get rid of all this. And we'll see what we think about this section. We've got this lane and this lane. And eventually they end up. We're gonna do 2 ways here. They go into 1 way here, which goes over here, which gets into the ammo stuff. And also here for the shotgun shells, but it's fine too. I guess this comes from here. To get into here to make over there. We do need some iron going, some copper going that way. If we had more copper going that way, that'd be good. It's getting split now. Okay, more copper coming from later. Because once it gets to here, it's kind of doing fine. Using a lot of the copper. We're sending a lot of the copper back in this way. That's not super necessary. So currently, we're not making as much ammo as we might want to. That would require more copper. It's not filling up the belt at all, so changing these to express belt would not really help too much. This hole going in multiple underways here eventually gets to here, which goes this way, and here, which also goes this way. But ultimately, that's not super necessary, all this mess here. I think we can change that out. We're not sending a full fast belt down here at all anymore. So we just go over this way instead. Get right into here. Got all of this. And all of this, which doesn't do anything anymore. Eventually we end up being into the 2 lanes of copper here. This lane, which splits it off, and then it goes into multiple directions here. But these all end up just coming around. We get the new line of copper here, and the new line of copper here, which fill up the rest of the gaps. Currently stands. We're sending a bit more of the copper this way now since we changed that slightly. And that's allowing more ammo to be made. How much more ammo? At least a little bit. Not that we really need a huge amount more ammo right now. But keeping the stocks up. Keep everything moving slightly better. Even potentially not send it there just yet. But I don't think it's really doing anything else besides making ammo here. It's definitely making these shotgun shells. It's also going into the copper box here, which is helpful. That goes the shotgun shells. So that's okay. It's just iron here. I think about that much should be alright for now. And with that making more ammo, that's going to get to all the locations that need more ammo. That should be good. And the rest of it can come over here. A lot of this part isn't super necessary. It's just going to end up here. We don't have 2 full lanes of anything coming through here. It's not super necessary. This is where this is coming in from, though, so that's pretty good. And like that. And this is the other lane coming in, which loops around to connect to one of these to here. That's good. And plenty of copper is coming up into here, so that's good. And further along, a lot of the copper is turned into wires for all that. And eventually a lot is getting taken from more wires and stuff here. So the entire bottom side, so that's probably fine. And a lot is getting taken for more wires up this way. The further we get down here, the better it's looking and the more lines of copper we're bringing in to supplement the whole system here. Another way to do this would have all of these new lines be actual new lines instead of just trying to supplement into the original lines. But so far it's pretty much working. Okay. So that deals with the copper for the most part here. Next problem, or opportunity, depends how you're looking at it. The iron here. We've got iron coming in on 2 lines. One that seems to still be mostly full, then one that's mostly empty because it's just the excess that gets past the steel production. The excess that gets past the steel production is getting split, which is definitely something. It's going down here to make pipes for over here, which it's still doing. Making all these artillery wagons, which we're putting giant piles of artillery wagons together. So I don't think this is the best way to do things. Where is this iron going? This is also only being fed from the partial. Follow this down. That's getting to here, where it just gets onto the regular line. Doesn't go anywhere special. So all of this line is unnecessary, it seems. So get rid of that. Yeah, we definitely want to get more iron on this line for the things that it's actually doing. But besides that, don't need this in the way. Got all these undergrounds that don't even need to be underground anymore. Technically, they're safe in a space though, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay. This is where it goes to express. So that's not needed. So now all this iron can go down this line and do its best job. Making some more ammo up here, which comes down and is added into this line, because this line down here is only being made with these 3 down here, so we technically need more ammo, assuming we have enough copper to make more of these ammo. This system's not doing a huge amount right now. It's also making some pipes here, which is fine. Then it continues down this way. Goes past this, which isn't doing anything. This is a box if we wanted to put more ammo in there. Or more green science. Not that we have a bunch of that in storage or anything. It loops into here, and loops into here. Okay. So we got rid of this, and it backed up all the way past all this, all the way past all this. That would just back it up entirely, since that's now the only way this is going in. technically that's still worth it. That's still useful. If we just kind of stopped it here and instead sent it down a different path with a bit of express belt in here. There's only fast belts here. Let's see. Kind of want more here, then it'll fill itself up. Let's make that happen. Also upgrade the last of this bit here to express belt. Not sure where this is going exactly. And that needs to be underground. Would be helpful. Then that will fill up here. It's not really needed past here, so I can just stop. Filter in the rest of it just by having it go down other ways. This connection and that splitter. There you go. So now we just have an extra line of iron up here, which gets to where it needs to go, does what it needs to do, and the rest of it is filtered into a single express belt here. Express, go here, express belt, and fast belt. And that leads it onto the main section here. Let's finish the specification of this. You see, that's not actually what I wanted. Yeah, that's for steel. That does not need to have iron on it. You know, we replaced that one underground, it did not replace down here. So now we got express of iron right down this way. Looking good. It's kind of backing up here, which is alright. Everything's working. And this is the only where this iron is going here. Future iron is also going that way. And then we also have here. This was the one that just goes to the 4 stations right here, which is fine. So, following this iron, go down, 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 and just straight into the regular iron line here, along with the handful of iron coming off of here and, well, just here, I guess. This up here is steel. Still doing a decent job. Because it's not connected to anything. Oh, where does this need to go? You expecting steel above here? Currently it's going this way. Looks like it wants to have some steel come up this direction, which goes to make concrete. That's pretty much it. Okay, so that's going to need some steel. We need to hook that up to the steel again. Let's make this slightly more like that. I'm gonna put a splitter there. That will get this nice and full of steel. Yeah, that's perfect. The rest of the iron comes back in here, does what it needs to do. Like, go down here, past the accumulators, then it gets split off to go over towards the oil area. And off this way, come up here, loop back around, go back into the regular iron section. Is that useful at this stage? Because if it doesn't go that way, we'll just go this way instead. Make this express here. All the way over here. Over here where it actually becomes permanently express. Do we need the other line going around? We're bringing in an express belt from above here, and that's it. So the rest of the iron is just going the same place. Yeah, we have an express belt of iron. So switching off to go to multiple express belts is not going to really do anything for us. So currently here, where it switches all these together, that's fine. It goes down here. I don't think it needs to come back up. I think we can cut this off. It's not using this iron anywhere else. It's just coming directly back into itself. Once it gets to here, we can just continue. And when it's full, it's full. This ends up going over here to make the uranium fuel cells. And also slightly further here, make batteries and sulfuric acid. That's pretty much it. It also comes down this way to make the more batteries. That's good. So when this is fully done, it'll just continue on its merry way right down this side here. Technically it is slightly more than an express belt because of the handful that's coming through here. That's mostly just going to end up going down this path anyway. We get basically a full express belt here, a lot of which gets turned into ammo. Some gets picked up here when that's not full. Let's do the shotgun shells. It's this way. Make some grenades. And then it gets fed back into the regular section here. We got some iron coming through here, which also gets into here. All this continues this way. But we're going to the gears section here. Which is definitely something. There's also these gears here. Where are they doing? Where are these coming from? Gears. From here. Oh. Gears are coming off of here from there. Gears being made. Coming from here. Coming from here. Coming from here. These are like excess gears. These are all just doing their best. Getting to places that need gears. And actually accomplishing that feat. And there being half line of gears here. Which are only needed for a few things. Which are full. So that's doing fine. What's not doing fine is the number of gears being to everywhere else over here. So that's the situation. This needs pipes. There's not enough iron coming into this situation. Iron's supposed to be coming through here, making it into all these, and then continue on to make everything else. But none of it is getting past here. So it's not actually doing a good job. So basically we need more iron like here before the gears, realistically. Okay, got this line. So technically is bringing some in. Let's just check off from the previous one. Yeah, we can make that work. Send a little bit more down this way. Goes past these, and then in. It's a little messy, but we kind of need the more iron, like, right here, right now. I think that'd be worth it. We kind of have this, but it's coming in this way. It's also coming in here to come back to here, to come back around here, to come back to here, and around. That's fine. This is just ended. I don't think it's going to really do much. Because this line here is what's also feeding into these, along with what is coming through here. This might help a little bit. Change this line to slightly faster. It's technically something. But once we get to here, is it actually full express? This isn't going with full speed. It's been split off here, or it's going this way. Over here we don't have enough for a full express belt, that's the thing. We're adding some more of this to get that up to speed. I definitely see more could be put in here. Or more could just be taken out on this side, either way. So we connect this down in here. It's pretty much just the same amount there was before. Here's some iron. It's actually making places. Because this isn't going past the gears or anything. It's not full either, so that's all as much as it's going to get. So currently, once we get to here, that's using as much as it can, basically. Technically, this over here is not fully at full speed. This one right here. That could be going at least slightly faster if we had more places for it to be coming out from. We'll try it. There's the gears here. I kind of connect it in this general area. These small power poles aren't super necessary. Move this around slightly. We make that work. Almost. Comes out through here. In. Both sides here. Okay. More or less. This is going slowly. Actually going. Now, this is floating full. Over here it is floating full. We could technically boost the speed this iron's coming in, but seeing how other things have gone, I don't expect that's actually going to get us too far. This is coming from Iron Base 2, which is coming along. At least at some speed here. That's because we're using all that. Iron Base 2. Outpost 2. Just about keeping up here. I think trying to speed this up would be not ideal. These were all made to try to get a fast belt out. We try to ask it for an express belt, it's just not going to get the job done. So now, lot of it's going this way. Some of it's going this way. But it's all... Well, I mean, this one's going slightly slower because it's combined with everything, but the rest of it is splitting off perfectly here. So all the iron that can be sent is being sent. It's kind of side heavy. A lot of it gets switched around here. And then up into right here where it's making the gears. Okay. These gears. Coming from here up to here. These are being made back through here, back through here, back through here, back through here. From here up to here, around to here, around to here, past here, same place. So these gears are coming from here. It's just in a roundabout way. It's hilarious. Okay. Now a little bit of the iron is getting passed here too, just making some stuff. Not a lot. Kind of do need the next iron run down here to actually get to here. Let's see. So iron's going here. We have another iron line. Look at all the labs that are going. That's pretty impressive. Only some at a time. We have another iron line. Yes, we do. It's right here. And it is being brought down after all that stuff. Then fills in. Everything's great. That's done. Stronger explosives for plus 50% damage from atomic bombs. Yep. Go for it. So I think if we split this iron connection here and send a lot of it further down, it would actually help quite a bit. So let's do that. Loops off from here to go do its own thing. That's going to loop back on. To do not its own thing. Line it up here. Bring it around. And that's kind of stuck right here. It'll work that though. That's over here. Iron connection is here. It would definitely be good to have it like right here. Get to there. We got this empty space here we can work with, where something else used to be, as we can tell by the way that it is. Anywhere there's just a bunch of undergrounds for no discernible reason, that is where things happened. That is where things happened. Put it on this way, we could connect it in better. Let's do that. Making a bit of a mess in some places, making less of a mess in other places. That's the way. But there needs to be more iron right there. This is the way to do it. Let's put it in here instead. and here. So now, a lot of iron is going to be pumped directly into here. And that will have a bunch more things to start working. It also is going to a fast build here, so let's expressify this system. It also goes to here. I guess we could just really use the upgrade planner. I don't know if we want to upgrade everything, is the thing. Could though. That gets iron to everywhere that needed iron here, basically. Which is nice. That's gonna keep doing quite a bit more. Kinda also still do need more going around and making gears though. The iron's getting past here. We just kinda took this iron back around. Or even if we just took some more of this and brought it down to make the gears. Probably be a good plan. Because the gears are needed quite desperately. Let's just... Not quite like that. Then on here. Make those gears. There's more gears. Is more things over here. These are also only on one side. It's not quite as efficient. More gears on places. It's mostly working. This is getting balanced on this side. These ones aren't getting balanced at all. Is it getting enough iron to even worry about it? Not really. Which of this iron's getting here? It's getting split off here. So a lot of it is coming down this way. As much as it can, I guess. And it's getting split off to go make way more gears, and also over here. It's not just about enough iron to get everything being made that needs to be made. Just barely not quite enough. And the gears are also not going to be getting quite enough. It really does take a lot of iron making all these gears and pipes and things. Circuits are also now being used more frequently. Because we have the things that are actually using them now, since the iron's getting a little bit further. This iron's not getting far enough to get to here to make gun turrets. It's not getting gears to here. Gears aren't getting to here because they're all going past here where they're taking all the gears. Okay. These are definitely going as quick as they can. It's just making more things now, instead of just being completely in a deadlock. It's also making some more of these over here. Kind of over here, do it a little bit. Just kind of still needs more iron. We've kind of sent what we can here, realistically. It's mostly not moving too much down this way, where it comes in here where it's already full. Past it here. Some of the iron's being used here. past here, but not a huge amount. So if we sent even more iron earlier on, it wouldn't be a huge problem. What if we really have more iron coming in later on? We got this lane here, which is really just moving slowly. Most of it is just heading this way. That is the rest of the iron coming over here. We only have the 2 lanes. Full express belts, full speed, charging ahead. Generally there's more ore here, so realistically we could be making more. But the belts themselves are, well, that's the steel belt. Yes, the sides themselves here are as full as can physically be possible, so it's doing what it can here. We don't need this ore line here either. That's right. Yeah. We are sending out perfectly good 2 express belts of iron. And they are doing what they can here. So, in theory, now there's every bit that can be done being pushed in here. It's going to make as many as it can. There's no lack of space to put these gears, so that's not an issue. Not even getting enough iron here to make all these gears anyways. Because a lot of the irons also just go into the things that are also used in the gears. Again, our request to make massive piles of literally everything. They are doing their best. I think it's still a problem with getting enough of anything to make the splitters and undergrounds, though. So there's some iron here. That's not good. Iron got in there. Where else could that have went? It's around here. This section, which goes down to here, where there's some iron and steel. Which is not really what you want. Stuck on the same belt. It's supposed to be steel. And circuits. Steel here. It just kind of ends. This belt's supposed to have electronic circuits on it. Pipes. It's supposed to be pipes. And electronic circuits, but those aren't making it. It's making some pipes now. That's something. Iron's getting passed. Overall, pretty good. Some radar sent here. All the way over here. So we turned it into the artillery shells. Okay. That's good. Okay. So overall, this is slightly less of a mess. Steel doing anything weird? We have the steel express coming from there. Steel fast coming from above. It's all coming in here. Some of it is heading this way. All the way around the nuclear station to be turned into completely useless flamethrower ammo that we never use. So, that's something. A bit of a waste of a belt, but it's doing what it's supposed to do, technically. And the rest of it is going down here, or it goes into two directions. This one goes under to here, up to here. Just making ammo. Also getting split over here to make other ammo. Two steel. This is the tiny fraction of steel coming this way. The other steel line goes down this way. Past the things that are made of some steel, I guess. Onto the line. Where it gets used as needed. So the steel's fine. Also, we have the steel coming from over there, too. That's good. Coal lines. We have coal coming in over here. Someone's going this way. Which is used to make these canisters, which you can't do anything because they don't have electronic circuits, which are in this entire mess, slowly. So that's going where it needs to go. And then there is the other two lanes, which split off here. Go this way, down here, into here. And the other one goes this way, over here, past the grenades, and then they reconnect. Okay. So I don't think two coal lanes here are super necessary. We're not making more than that. Just have fast belts connected into here. I think we can simplify this slightly. Just one. Just one belt needed. The one that goes past the grenades, basically. And this. And this. 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 Get over here. I don't know if these were actually super necessary if things stop working entirely. But one lane here of coal should be more than enough. And this ends up going down to all the steam engines. That's pretty much it. Not that they should be doing too much here. Mostly nuclear. That's good. They're doing a little bit, though. That's alright. Let's have these boxes here. Which have a bunch of coal in them. Then we're going to get on like that. Just get rid of these. These are the backup boxes. In case we run out of coal on this belt and get into the steam engines. That's a reasonable thing to have. Okay. So slightly less of a mess, but still quite a few bits of mess. At least we have a better idea of where things are going, and more things are getting where they need to be helpful. Actually, making more stuff in here. Doing great. The iron's doing fine here. Just suspect. Well, the rest of it's going down here, so that's fine. Make it as many gears as it can. Just full on this side. And the rest of it goes forwards, or it's fine. The copper ends up being fine once it gets past here. Which, honestly, that's pretty far, so. It's not quite making all the low-density structures here. just straight up not getting any advanced circuits here. That's okay. Advanced circuits will be coming. Here. Let's get past all of the speed modules and processing units. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. Let's just be realistic here. Get a handful of electronic circuits and advanced circuits here. Sure, these ones are mostly getting taken up by the rocket control units. No, those are processing units. They're coming through here, they're going past these. Get back onto here. That's working. Everything's working. What's the rocket doing over here? Chilling? Waiting on rocket control units. How's the science progression doing? Also pretty good. There's no extra in here, it doesn't seem. So we are kind of using all the space science we've been collecting up. Comes one processing unit. We turned into a satellite. Slowly but surely. I think we might be taking satellites. How to launch with cargo. It's gonna take a little bit to make the satellite. I think we're requesting satellites over here, which is a problem too. I don't think it's gonna be solved once things actually end up finishing. Here is a section for storage. Kind of still do want to move the storage. I also kind of want to not have this like this here. I'm just gonna make a requester box up here. We're going to start by cutting this off here. Requester box or requester chest. Make that right here. Requester chest, which puts that here. Fill this all up. It's gonna go on both sides. Make sure it does. No, it's only going on that side. Well, it's the opposite of the side that it was previously going on. That's noteworthy. It needs to go on both sides in order to make this whole system work here. The only places on that side. I'm gonna go on both sides by here. Then that's gonna go up to here and get put onto both sides of this to get to all of the spots. This is at maximum temperature, working perfectly. This is filling up. Get rid of this whole track here. And this. Also get rid of that pipe station there too. All this track. We're just gonna have the robots deal with this. They don't have an extra line in the middle there. I should be able to manage that easily enough. It's connected here. This is gonna make it right over here. This is a provider chest. A little flat right up here to the requester chest. It's gonna be great. Taking away the ones we don't need. Beautiful. Request of uranium fuel cells. Yes. Okay. So that is good. All the rest of this stuff we don't need. Bunch of that. Now we can take them to the other storage. Kind of want to consolidate these into one storage. Well, that's going to be a project because we need to get all these items over there. It's just emptying all the storages would work. We empty the things that are on the ground. Like robot frame in our inventory. Yeah. Mostly it's a whole ton of wood, which is also hilarious. Entire forests have been crammed into these boxes right here. But I have to figure out the best way of moving all this stuff. We just ask it to deconstruct it. That actually might work. Question is, do we have enough space for all the things over there? Probably going to want to have more of the actual boxes ready. So just take a bunch of the empty ones here. The ones that don't have a lot of things in them. 3,000, one thing there. 80 things there. Storage chest, nothing in it. 4 planners, 16 of those. 2 wires, 6 things, 2 things, 3 things. A lot of these don't have a lot of stuff in them. It's honestly fine by me. 100 of those, 3 of those. They got their own kind of storage system going on here. They're doing their best. How much space we got? Not too much. Okay. So if we just go over this way, give them more space to put things in boxes. How far away can we reach things? Very far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just have 100 storage boxes. We need some more storage boxes. 100 storage boxes should be good. Okay. So if we destroy these things, in theory they might end up moving it there. That'd be perfect. That'd be great. So, destroy this. Destroy this. Now things are gonna be sent. Oh, look at the things. Look at the stream of items heading over to other storage. Oh look! Oh my gosh. Oh yes, all the robot parts we put here. They are doing their job to charge the thousands of robots that we just sent over here. The 3,500 construction bots are doing what they do. Look at this. It's great. Things we don't need in our inventory. Don't need these upgrade planners. Don't need this many beacons at all. This. Insert piece of my magazine, ammo slot full. Not necessary. Not really what I wanted to do there. It's fine. These. You don't need regular transport belts at all. Regular inserters. Or these on us. One of these. Now this, look how well stored these things are. Just one thing per storage box. That's smart. That's very smart. Look at them go. Still just a wave of things here to pick up the tens of thousands of logs, mostly. Oh, they're bringing me things like belts and logs. I mean, if we get the wood, then the logistics bots are gonna take the wood. That's actually fine. I think us standing here is slightly problematic. I mean, I guess the logistics bots in on the action too. So we got 1,500 logistics bots and 4,000 construction bots trying to move all the things over here. So they're also taking all the things out of the boxes before they destroy the boxes, so that's also smart. Look at the wave of logs heading that way very slowly, being completely incapable of charging because all the roboports are full. It's honestly beautiful. Oh, we got 3,000 logistics bots running. Coming to take my logs. 900 logistics bots remain. Some of the construction bots are still around. 200. They are doing their construction. This right here has got to be like hundreds of bots trying to charge here, 4 at a time. I mean, the problem is we have all 8,000 bots almost on this task currently. And they're all trying to charge. We're almost there, though. Cannot insert construction robot inventory full. Our construction bots are trying to get into our inventory, but they can't. So that's funny. We're permanently full of logs. Is there a storage chest here? It's got some regular belts. There's only 400 logs left here. So once those get put into my trash slots and then taken out of the trash slots by the logistics bots, everything's going to calm back down a little bit. Still trying to get the construction bots in our inventory, which is hilarious. Okay. 24 of these left. Alright. The wood is still holding strong. Let's head over to storage. This is wild. Now they're taking all the logs, and the construction bots are coming home. We got more than we started with, which is odd. This is how many boxes full of wood we're dealing with. I guess they're not all full of wood. They will be, though. Oh, they will be. So yeah, that was a all-hands-on-deck situation there, with 8,000 robots flying around. And also mostly just kind of stopped at roboports, but we don't talk about that. Got the job done. Well, it's currently finishing up getting the job done. And being a charging nightmare everywhere. Let me keep standing over here so they can quickly grab the rest of these wood. We also don't need so many copper. Obviously. Extra of that. Having some radars honestly not a terrible plan. That many undergrounds. Okay. Got a little bit less here. I'm not currently doing any train stuff. We'll put those away. Don't need that many robots either. Pumps. Overall, a smashing success. There's still Bring in some more logs over here. I don't want to put the logs in any of the boxes. So probably already decide where they're putting them. So to deal with it themselves here. Nothing in this box, huh? Wild. Yeah, there's 49,000 logs. 50,000 logs. They're still on the move. 18,000 rockets. Tens of thousands of things. Looking great. Inventory's still empty. There's only a few that were decided to put those things correctly. Yeah. That solves that also. Which is great. Really can move mountains of logs mostly with all the robots we have. So that's nice. I don't think we need to worry about the robots themselves right now or anything immediately. They're just doing their job. So, what's next? So our explosives being done is what's next, clearly. Alright, 98%. 99%. Look at that. And then we can just wait for it. How long does it take to get 1% of 1,000? It's like 10. Should be done pretty soon here. And then we can decide what we want to do for the next research. Or maybe we just save that for next time. Goodbye.